Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the round 6 edition of the Football Town Show. And to kick us off, Matty Bedrowski returns to action for Hume as they go up against Moreland in the big derby. Then next up, Phil Robotis, the captain of Mickleham, has to step up into goals as he's without a keeper against FC Carlton. Then in the next game, FAFL star keeper Ryan Timmins makes his first appearance for Pascoe Vale FC as a depleted Fitzroy are without Alistair Dunlop and Fernando De Moraes. Then Lorenzo De Paris, the star keeper for Ashburton, goes up against Brazilian counterpart Felipe Blay, who has been in blistering form of late. And then Maxi Avram will be looking to lead the line for Vic Vipers against former Paran teammate Clint McGoy in their Brunswick. And in the last game of the night, Fikret Kausovic makes his long-awaited return for Brimbank after 2-game suspension, and he takes on Alex Cobo's FC Essendon. Taking a look at the round 5 results last week, Vic Vipers were too good for Carlton, as were Brunswick and Metropolitan over Hume. Mickleham went down to Pascoe Vale as was expected. Ashburton had quite a comfortable win over Fitzroy, while Essendon overcame Moreland for their first win of the season. To kick off round 6 action was an absolute blockbuster. Two massive rivals going head-to-head in Moreland and Hume. They've had some fierce battles in the past, and today was no different. Matty Bedrowski, the young player of last season, getting Hume off to a flying start, turning Emre Okal in the D with ease, leading 1-0. He wasn't done there. Moments later, getting his second goal of the game. Sonokul had Moreland's best chance of getting their first goal early on, but hit the outside of the left post. Sam Dahani, Moreland's big striker up front, was proving a handful to deal with, and he taught Carlos Munoz a futsal lesson, hitting into the roof of the net. Now only a goal behind, Moreland started hitting their straps, and in his first game back, Turhan Sumbul was proving a handful with Dahani up front, but Moreland's brute force wasn't a match for Hume's ball play, Bedrowski getting his third. Dahani had 3 around him and he beat them all with ease. Even an inch of space is too much for this striker. After a quiet game last week without any goals, Dahani was certainly making his presence known with one of the goals of the week, and the score was soon 3-3. All of Moreland's hard work was undone immediately after the kickoff. Reza Kukulugu running right through the middle of the pitch to re-give Hume the lead. After letting a 2-goal lead slip, Hume were keen to re-extend their lead before half-time. Bedrowski getting 4 goals already. He was due for a big day. Carlos Munoz with a beautiful throw over the top found Sajid Sisek, and Moe Tanki couldn't believe his luck when he hit a driving volley with his opposite foot. The score was soon 6-3 at half-time. At the start of the opening half, Moreland needed to bounce back and signal their intent, and they did so. Sedat Akyol with a delightful run from the defence reduced the deficit yet again, but it was that man Bedrowski who was on hand in the scoring, setting up strike partner Shayan Rashidi to make the lead a further 3 goals. But Moreland weren't done with yet. Sam Dahani pulling more chicks out of the bag with a delicate header over Liam Digby. Then Bedrowski went straight down the other end and signalled, "Whatever you can do, I can do better," with his 5th goal, while Dahani was sent off right at the end of the game.
Oh, those games are amazing. As you know, it's grudge match against Moreland always. Everyone puts in everything they got, so yeah, it was good to play on.
The next game on the card was very important for both sides as they were both threatened with relegation. Carlton without a win and Mickleham, who was sitting on 4 points. Carlton needed the win more than their higher-ranked opponents, and they got off to a better start. Shaneet Aiden, the captain of Carlton, gifting them the 1-0 lead. It was exactly the type of start they were looking for, and when youngster Stephen Gustus set up playmaker Lucas Krull, scene was set for Carlton to have a good day at the office. Leading at 2-0, Saf Ben Him was set up by his captain, who was having a great day, Ben Him with his side's 3rd of the game. At this point, Carlton were well on top and really stemming Mickleham's flow. Hayden Kanjo, another youngster on Carlton's list, showed what he was capable of. When he was one-on-one with the keeper, he made no mistake. There was soon more hurt to come for Mickleham as Charbon Rajab dispossessed Iggy Filipovic in defence and ran in one-on-one with Phil Robotis, the standing keeper. Mickleham's only solace came when Tom Fitzpatrick tucked in from 5 yards to make it 5-1 at half-time. The team talk at half-time for Mickleham would surely be to stem the flow of Carlton, but that certainly didn't happen. Lucas Krull proving too much for Phil Robotis in goal. And the Brazilian was at it yet again, setting up Charbon Rajab, both strikers being on 2 goals. Then Rajab set up Kanjo for his second. It was raining goals at Carlton, something they haven't been used to at the start of this season. Stevie Gustus even joined in on the party, all the youngsters showing what they were capable of when given a lot of game time. Mickleham soon got one back from a blunder in the Carlton defence, Iggy Filipovic the beneficiary, making up for his early mistake in the first half. Mickleham had lost all interest in the game and didn't give one iota about defending, letting Carlton pass and move, do as they pleased. Hayden Canjo getting on the end of his third goal for the game. It's going to be hard to pick a man of the match, but Chava Najjar was certainly putting his hand up for the 3 votes as he got his third goal and joined Canjo on a hat-trick. Lachlan Campbell had case for goal of the week though, a little consolation for his Mickleham side. And just before the final whistle, Vlado Zoric got Mickleham's 4th and capped off the 11-4 scoreline.
Yeah, look, we've been fighting hard for our first win. We've been telling each other that we're going to get the win today. You know, we have to really work hard for it. But yeah, look, we've been working together a lot, training, and it's paid off. Finally got the win under our belt, and yeah. So.
Cleared by Shaban Rajab. Really well done by Zilic. Lovely goal, not a yell. Absolute quality. Andre Farina gives them a high five, says, that's a nice goal. Gets the Vipers on the board within a minute. Quick fire stuff. That's what the Vipers were lacking. Weiser off his line, shutting that down. Nahani finishes it off. Classy finish.
Hi, I'm Anna, and you're watching the Futbol Town Show. Go Futsal!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 6, match of the round. Vic Vipers FC taking on CF Brunswick. Arch rivals, sister clubs, players moving between these clubs very often, and they do battle again tonight. As we take a look at the lineups here, pretty standard stuff for the Vipers with Vinicius Leitzer and Kieran Pates, the only real inclusions, while Brunswick's Matthew Pigger, manager, will look to his stars, Jose Portillo and Nutty Yao, to spark them into life tonight. Sit back and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, Vic Vipers taking on Brunswick. Chen's early long throw, taken quickly by Roslin, and a save by Christos Apostolakis. In recent memory, I don't think Brunswick have beaten the Vic Vipers. They've tried very hard but lost out late on most occasions. Apostolakis, a long throw finds Luceno, hits the crossbar, and Jason Barrientos across. And now Gavin Lucena, who gets a start today, continues his goal-scoring form. That's 5 for the season for him. And while he could have really had a spectacular chip, Jason did really well, and then Lucena's header into the empty net. And the Vipers take the lead, just as everyone would have predicted they would, really. Now Cooper drives it through, into Portillo. Roslin coming inside, Jose Portillo going wide. Barrientos has done well, but he's lost out now, and Jose Portillo! He's enjoyed that one. And Brunswick's main man has got the equaliser. I thought he had lost out there to Barrientos, but he won back inside, kept fighting, and equalises. 1-1 we stand now. Hep Tran lets it go, and Johnny Barrientos wound up. Chen with a big save. That was in. But Brendan Chen denies Jonathan Barrientos. Now the Vipers will need to set something up from the side ball, and it's going to be Barrientos again. Went over, and now Chen's long throw, cut out by Barrientos. Castro, won back by Cameron Holmes. They're a little bit stretched here as he goes all the way around them all. Vinicius slide tackle couldn't stop them, and Cameron Holmes has made it 2-1. Dribbling through the Vipers' defence. Castro lost out here, and Holmes went around everyone, including Christos. And now Brunswick take a shock lead. 2-1 Brunswick lead. They have led in the past and blown it in the second half. Slovacek, who winds one up, and oh, it's off the underside of the bar. He could not have hit that any better. And youngster Josh Slovacek makes it 3-1 to Brunswick. That's surely one of the goals of the week. What a strike by the young lad. Vipers look a little stunned here as Barrientos wound up. Ball went out. Now Barry Goss again. Will they try the same tactic? Yes, they do. And Barrientos straight back into him, and he goes back post, and now deflects. Here's Maxi Abram. Can he play it in? Kuimu, and now Duke Duva's put it in. Own goal by Duke Duva. And the Vipers persisted there, and they got their reward. One back by Kuimu. Maxi Abram slotted him in again, and Duva couldn't do anything about that. So 3-2 now. What can Brunswick pull off from here? Quinn McGoy. Josh Slovacek. High ball cut out by Barry Goss, and Barrientos saw it to Maxi Abram, who slashed it wide, and glancing header by Kuimu there. And just went wide of the bar. Here's Holmes. Danny Slovacek blazed it wide. Goes Christos with a long throw. It looks like Barrientos is down, but we have half time, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2 Brunswick leading, courtesy of a Josh Slovacek thunderbolt. Back to the second half now, ladies and gentlemen. Brunswick leading 3-2 over the Vic Vipers. As Holmes plays it down the line for Portillo, and Christos with a save. Fairly routine, you must say. Holmes will go again, and it's going to be Portillo again. Doesn't quite get onto it this time, but that looks to be the main threat from the corners. Jose Portillo as McGoy forces another corner as Brunswick have come out right on top of the Vic Vipers in this second half. Here's Cameron Holmes again. He'll lay it off, and Jose Portillo finds the top corner. And Jose Portillo celebrates that goal in real style as he gives Brunswick a 2-goal buffer. Toe poke falling away. That's a fantastic finish from Jose Portillo. (4-2) as Vinicius Lita has come on to try and spark something for the Vipers. They need to claw back a goal as here's Heptran. Cooper. Tran again. And Cooper risking it at the back, and Holmes forcing Christos to save as Christos releases it, and now Ricky Castro. Look at the strength from Ricardo Castro, holding off Nana Yao, bringing it down on his chest and finishing all in the same motion. Quite a player he is for the Vic Vipers. So after Castro's goal, Vipers pulling one back. They trail only 4-3 now. Holmes putting it down, driving it in, and it's come off Barrientos and in. The Vic Vipers aren't happy. They say the ball was rolling, and I think they may have a case to answer to. As Holmes, yes, it was rolling, and it's gone off Barrientos. Referee missing that one. Here's Cooper trying to create something, kind of wiggle through the pack there as Johnny Barrientos winds up and hits it. Looks like it took a touch, and Evan Robotis has seen that on the far side. Vipers anxious to take this quickly, and they do, and Jason Barrientos finds the open net, found that little bit of space and caught Brunswick napping. As we see here, Jason Barrientos checking off Slovacek and finding room to get the goal. 5-4 the way of Brunswick. Vipers just keep clawing their way back, not giving them too much space as Cooper played it through. Holmes one out now. Nana Yao driving it through, and Nana Yao extends the lead again to 2 goals. It's 6-4 again to Brunswick. He was given way too much room once he got past Cooper here. Kuimu showing him too much of the line. Christos unaware, and it's 6-4 to Brunswick. And again, it's now Maxi Avram. Slovacek. Roslin with a back heel. Slovacek winning it back for Maxi Avram. And now Josh Slovacek toe poking into the bottom corner. 7-4, and the Vipers are being crushed. Youngster Josh Slovacek winning it back in the midfield and driving forward. Had Holmes at the back post, went himself and extends the lead to 7-4. We have a 10-metre penalty that's been given here. Cooper Usually so clinical for it. Here's what it was for. Roslin barging into the back of him. Cooper, can he bring one goal back? He'll stroll in here. Chen coming out and Cooper put it away. 7-5. Adam Cooper placed that into the bottom corner. Chen came storming out, but Cooper too good. And they've employed the fifth man now, the Big Vipers. Cooper, Kumu, and Johnny Barrientos toe poking and getting it into the near post. 7-6, and the Vipers clawing their way back yet again. Johnny Barrientos, too much room given to him. That's what you get playing the fifth man. Portillo now, within a goal. Brunswick looking nervous. He plays it in. Nana Yao. Oh, brilliant little heel chop there. And Nana Yao driving it past Johnny Barrientos in goal. That's his second. As he shushes the crowd. A brilliant little heel chop through the legs of Adam Cooper. Kept him going with his run and beating him near post. Again, the Vipers blow their comeback as Maxi Abram had a chance. Claims of a penalty that they don't get as Chen. And now Clint McGoy to finish it off, and he does! Clint McGoy extends the 3-goal lead again for Brunswick. And they are so close to recording their first victory over the Big Vipers in years. Dying second. Brunswick ever so close now. Kui Mu turning it over. Yao away. Kui sliding in. That's a little reckless. What will Evan Robotas give? It's a red card to Kui Mu. One of the last players you'd expect to put in a challenge like that. But in the field of battle, anything can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, what a win for CF Brunswick.
It was only a matter of time, with the players we got. We got Felipe down, and even though he didn't play today, Felipe from the sidelines just helped the boys out, encouraged them. The boys that were on the bench were just, lifting the boys, and we played out of our shoes today.
Saved, Shave again. Saved from Chen. Da Silva, lovely. Zilic not tracking his man. And Da Silva runs straight through. Franic, Joseph Franic! What a belter! Drilled into the top corner from Joseph Franic. That is a massive goal.
Looked up Campbell, another save. He has been good tonight.
What a stutter! A live wire, Jose Portillo slams that one into the back of the net.
Hi, I'm Casey and you're watching the Football Town Show.
Welcome back to the Football Town Show, ladies and gents, where we wrap up the final 3 clashes of the night. And the next game on the card was an absolute blockbuster as Fitzroy FC, the youngsters, took on Pascoe Vale FC. It was always going to be a hard task for Fitzroy to keep up with the league leaders without Fernando De Moraes and captain Alistair Dunlop, and they hit the underside of the bar, but they soon made up for that. Andre Caro scoring from long range. The keeper, Jack Zillies, had no idea about that long-range missile. It wasn't a good half for the young Fitzroy keeper as he gifted the ball to Sofiane Soufi right at the edge of the D, or it could have been that the French striker read the pass really well. Moments later, the Montiglione brothers, Joe and Ben, linked up for Fitzroy's first goal and made it 2-1 just before half-time. The youngsters had really outdone themselves in the first half, and they could only do so much without their 2 key players, Sofiane Soufi taking advantage of an inexperienced defence. Andre Caro, the captain, also terrorising Jack Zillies some more, slotting through the keeper's legs to make it 4-1. Caro was at it yet again, his strike hitting the underside of the bar and then seemingly hitting Erdi Simsek on the hand just before he tapped in from close range. When close enough to goal, Ilhan Altuntas buried a perfectly placed free kick to show some fighting spirit, a quality which is vital in this Nike V-League Premiership. Moments later, Andre Caro soon made it 6-2. The 4-goal margin was certainly too big for the youngsters to pull back, but when Ben Bodo hit the crossbar from a long-range effort, the counter-attack was on for the youngsters, but Joe Montiglione pulled back a little bit too much and skied over the crossbar. There was one more goal to come. Ernie Simsek, a delightful run from the middle of the court unopposed, capped off the result.
Happy?
Yeah, I am pretty happy. I didn't make too many mistakes on the pitch, which I'm happy for. I was a bit nervous, but once the flow of the game started going, I felt all right. Teammates did their jobs, covered me. It all went smoothly.
The next game on the card was one of the most anticipated of the night, as Ashburton FC and Metropolitan, two top four heavyweights, were going head to head. The first part of the action saw Yusuf Abdic have a shot in his own D, which just went past the right post, and then Mo Mata intercepting the ball, which would have went to Dino Radzepovic. He ended up turning it into his own net for Metropolitan's 1-0 lead. Ashburton had to respond and respond quickly. Lorenzo De Paris trying to do his best but couldn't get past Brazilian compatriot Felipe Blay. Michel Giotta had a chance right in front of goal but also couldn't hit the target from close range. Mateo Roca was next on the list after turning Alio Karic, but he also couldn't hit the target. But it was left to the experienced campaigner Tomo Grigic from Metropolitan to hit a beautiful top corner strike to deliver a 2-0 lead. The pressure was mounting on Ashburton, so they needed to take every opportunity. Andrea Farina hitting the post from close range. Lorenzo De Paris getting close enough to goal to have a strike, but Felipe Blay proved too big a target to get around. Lorenzo De Paris and Ashburton resorted to playing the fifth man, and it paid off. Andrea Farina with a delightful toe poke from just outside the D. Felipe Blay was finally beaten, and he should have been beaten moments later. Farina with an unforgivable miss at the back post. As the moments ticked down, the pressure built on Ashburton and finally got too much. Dino Radzepovic's goal-bound strike was blocked by Mateo Roca's outstretched hand. He was red carded. There was one final chance with the last kick of the game for Ashburton, but Metropolitan did enough to hold on for the win.
Yeah, very true. I mean, they did well in the cup. They won the cup. Lorenzo and that have done well with them. Obviously, losing Lucas was a big loss, and you know, if he's there, it could have been a different ball game. So, yeah.
The last game on the card saw Brimbank FC take on FC Essendon. Both teams were threatened by relegation, so a win to either side will go a long, long way in their chance for survival. And to everyone's surprise, it was Brimbank who went 1-0 up first up, with Fikret Kausovic on his return after 2-game suspension. He had to pitch the strike into the bottom corner. Essendon defender Gustavo Candello, who has a habit of toe-poking from distance, made no mistake this time and limited the scores. But Brimbank was soon shot into the lead when Adam Alisevic lost his defender with ease and soon reinstated his relegation-threatened side 2-1 up. Essendon are no strangers to coming from a goal down, as they showed it minutes earlier. John Italia was determined to maintain this lead. In the next run of play, John Italia was unable to clear the ball properly. Brian Venega easily slotted into the open net. The score's locked at 2-2. The first goal of the second half would prove vital as a momentum boost, and Adam Alisevic with a fine strike from the sideline caught the keeper unaware. After going down for the third time in the game, Essendon equalised for the third time in the game. Alejandro Osorio latching onto Candelo's beautiful through ball. This was a topsy-turvy game, both sides not giving an inch, but when an inch was given in the defence by Osorio, Kausovic exposed that ball and got a second for the game. Adam Alisevic in one-on-one with the keeper soon made it 5-3 late in the game, and it was soon 3 points for Brimbank. Eric Hamray capping off the 6-3 result, having the keeper rooted to the spot.
It's been a very good start because we've haven't had our full time. This is pretty just about as full team as we got. We've been struggling to get numbers, but
it's only going to get better next week.
It's only going to get better because we get Zilic back, and that should be a huge boost for us. And if we keep grinding away like this, more goals will come. We're defending very well, so just the goals parts is coming, I think so.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at all of the action this week. Hume got the edge over their fierce rivals Moreland by a slender 3 goals. FC Carlton got their first win of the season over Mickleham. Pascoe Vale continued their undefeated run against Fitzroy. While there were 2 upsets from Metropolitan over Ashburton and Brunswick over the Vipers, and Brimbank also claimed their second win of the season. Taking a look at the ladder, Metropolitan creep into second position, probably the highest position they've been in for a number of seasons, followed by Ashburton and Hume to round out the top 4, the Vipers sitting just outside. Moreland rounding out the top 8, followed by Fitzroy, Mickleham, Essendon and FC Carlton, who have made the relegation race that much more interesting with their first win. Taking a look at the top goal scorers race, young player of last season, Matej Vedrovsky, leads the way by 12 goals, followed by Sofyan Sufi on 11. They have a gap over Alija Radzepovic, Tomo Grigic and Mateo Roca, all on 8 goals. Taking a look at the round 7 fixture and next week's Futbol Town show, the matches of the round are Metropolitan and Fitzroy, Ashburton and Moreland, and of course Hume versus Brimbank. The relegation battles are sure to heat up next week. As always, ladies and gents, thank you for joining us. Let's go to Goal of the Week.